are, the Ben Franklin Parkway, right here. This is the Barnes Foundation. And today is the day after Veterans Day. And we're going to be doing a little scoop. We're going to be covering a news story at City Hall. And I think we're going to see the first sightings of the Philadelphia City Hall Christmas tree. Oh, it's too cold to be scooting. Know what I did today? I paid for parking. I never pay for parking. It's so cold. Damn it, I knew it. There's always parking near the Art Museum, or the Philadelphia Free Library. I could have gotten a little closer. We're going to City Hall, and look at this. Oh, we're dead. We're all dead. Boom. And one of my favorite times to come into Center City is the Christmas time. You got the Christmas lights, the Christmas trees, the Christmas village. You got the and I'm gonna tell you guys honest Christmas tree review if I see it. Last few years, I covered the Christmas tree every year in Philadelphia. The last few years, I think the tree's been slightly bobo, which means no good, kind of blah, bobo. And I'll say it right to the mayor's face. This is a bobo tree. It's too cold. See, it's too goddamn cold. I don't have gloves on my Tootsies. There's not my Tootsies, though. They're my hands. And, you wouldn't want a handy from me right now. Hands are cold, unless you're into that. Right here is an Alexander Calder sculpture. If you go down the street, the Alexander Calder Museum just opened like last month or 2 months ago. Up there is another Alexander Calder. I think that's his dad. Could be his grandfather. There's like 3 generations of artists. Anyway, the dude who made that was somehow responsible in the making of the human being who made that, who has a new museum all the way down the street. And if you go up and down the Ben Franklin Parkway, oh, it's so cold. It's hard to vlog when you're cold. Right there, they got art all around here, and they just put up this new, very unattractive yellow rope all around the parks. I guess that's to tell people to stay off the goddamn grass. All right. Going past Love Park, this is the German Christmas Village. And the press conference I'm going to today is that they're going to announce that this stuff's opening this weekend, I think. And that is called a pyramid. That's what somebody told me in the comments. And in that pyramid, you have Gritty and Swoop. And is this where the performers are going to? I was wondering if they were going to have stage, like people performing on stage, because that's like actually one of my favorite things. I have a song I play on my channel called Rock and Roll Christmas, and I got it from one of the performances here. It looks like they got like a big beer hall. That's new this year. Alex, I guess I can go to the press conference when they explain everything. And there's the Kaufhofen art. Isn't the German language lovely? And that's where they sell the $30 Christmas ornaments. Might be cheaper to buy the Christmas ornaments at the German house than going to like TJ Maxx. I saw a thing that Christmas stuff is really expensive this year because of the Christmas trees here. Holy shit. Yeah, I was supposed to be here at 10. It took me it took me a few hours to get going this morning. Oh no, we're dead. How's your seasonal depression going? Me? Not too. Know what it is? You see how it's kind of gray? It's going to be this for the next, 6 months. That's 150 days. I have a calendar in my head. I'm counting it down. By the way, you can now buy the Philly Captain calendar. It's now available at thephillycaptain.com. And this is the City Hall Christmas Village. And that's going to be opening soon. They're adding in art. I got the thing here. Oh, 210 days to the FIFA World Cup. Dupe. Oh boy. Looks like I'm an hour late. The tree's already here. There it is. Oh, I can't really judge it yet. Is it a bobo tree? Oh, I don't know.
I think that we've done all the things that we can do.
Oh, they're cutting out the branches now. That looks kind of bobo. It looks like a $600 tree from Home Depot, honestly. It's not that big. Oh, it's not even open on this side yet. Yeah. You got a guy up there cutting the tree. November 12th. Know what I can do? I can Google and see what the press conference was about. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I screwed up today so bad. Oh, I'm supposed to be here. Hello. Hello. Where you going? Come here. Come here. You with the bag. I see you.
Wow, this is so cool. Are you on the phone with someone?
No, I'm making a vlog. I'm showing people how this thing works. Where you going? Nah. That's it. That's Lithuania. All right, we're out of here. All right, now what do we do? All right, we're going to try to cheer up. We're going to try to cheer. Oh, there it is. The ice skating rink. Is he what brings smiles to my face? It just turned that quickly. Just, it's going to be all right. Life is okay. There's the ice skating rink. And we're going to be going this way. They're going to be installing. This is the winter garden. They do this every holiday season. They plant a bunch of crap in here. And this is, we're going to find out, are the Blair Witch Project deer. I don't see them. I haven't seen one yet. Maybe they haven't been installed. Oh, I don't see them. They have these creepy deer made of moss. And they sometimes throw Eagles jerseys and Christmas decorations on them. Oh, I don't see them. This is bigger than the Christmas tree. The Blair Witch Project deer. Oh, I think they're done. I think it's because all the corners, they look so festive and beautiful with these trees. And I think this is real shit. And by real shit, I mean real stuff. Like plants. And what they do, I think they plant this stuff other places after it's done. They're like, they don't just plant stuff here for it to die. Yes. Yeah, and so they built this garden. And then like Instagram people, or anybody comes here, do you take a picture? And this will probably be here until like St. Patrick's Day. Alright, and they're putting in the stars on top of the Christmas shop, and this is it, breaking news. The Blair Witch Project deer will not be here. But they will have the Chad's Fort Winery, which means people can you can buy the traditional annual mug of wine here at the Christmas Village. I'll probably do a tour. I like to do a Christmas tour once a year. I'll try to figure that out. I'll have a date real soon. I don't want to there's a bunch of parades happening this time of year. Might have a Union Championship parade down here soon. Dope. This is Chestnut Street in Center City. All right, cuz, I guess, right? Why not? I mean, I'm walking right now. But if I had that scooter, I would never ride it on the pavement. E-bike people are the worst, and I know I'm an e-bike person. But it is what it is. Oh, it's cold. It's so cold. So the Christmas Village is going to be doing a preview weekend. This weekend, it's going to be closed during the week. And then after that weekend, next weekend, it's going to be open up not only on the weekends, but on a daily basis. I always tell people if you can visit the Christmas stuff during a weekday, that's the best way to see the stuff and avoid the crowds. Weekdays. This is Boyd's. This is a fancy clothing store on Chestnut Street. It's like the last real job I had, my last full-time job. I worked here back 7 years ago when I was starting this channel. And usually they do stuff with their windows. And then there's a store across the street. They get decked to the holes for Christmas too. They're not even getting ready yet. If you live in Philadelphia, the Mayfair Business Improvement District, they are having their Christmas tree lighting on Thursday. And I think that's from 6 to 9. The Mayfair Business Improvement is also having a Thanksgiving Day parade the Sunday before Thanksgiving. And it's actually a really fun parade. So the more the merrier. There's marching bands. There's string bands. Holy shit, they demolished the florist that was here. There was a bar that used to be here. Right here is just behind Boyd's. I lost my mind working on this dock one winter. You see how the UPS truck's here? So a lot of people will have businesses around here. There was a bookstore. There's all types of businesses. So we would have to stay out here in the winter to make sure nobody parked in the spot that nobody was supposed to be parked in. So I said, yo, how about we put out some parking cones, right? And then we don't stand out here for 4 hours in the freezing cold. I hate being cold. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I said, the UPS guy has our phone number. I don't know why we do this. Can't we just shut the door? And he's like, no, because people will park in the spot, and then the UPS guy will go, and this used to be the old Barnes & Noble. It's now, I can't see. Oh, hello, friend. Please don't hit me. I'm trying to see a sign. Bolarama. No, Bormini. That's an Italian place. They have some. Right here is another fancy clothing store. They also decorate very nice for the holidays. Right here, they have other restaurants. This is like my favorite park in the city. This is Rittenhouse Square. You see, you know how you know the weather's shitty? Look at how many seats are open at Rittenhouse Square. Shout out to the Michael Jackson impersonator. I miss you, buddy. I follow you on Instagram. Oh, this is breaking news. Yeah, oh, I thought they were dropping off the tree. Because they have a Christmas tree lighting in here. But they're not. They're cleaning up the park. And they have a tree here. And they only decorate about half of it. It's very nice. This park, they have beautiful floral arrangements. I don't know what the bushes All this stuff's kept up by the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society. The people who like do I think they help out with the flower show. So you come here, you can see some cool stuff. There's also statues. I think there's 8 statues in this park. One of them is this guy here. This is Billy the Goat. Now this is a replica of Billy the Goat. I guess they kept the cast. The original Billy Goat is in the children's department of the library across the street. In the 30s and 40s, it was a holiday tradition to have a picture of your kid either sitting with the goat or doing something with the goat. I don't know what you're doing with the goat, but, you know, if you come here, there's 2 dog statues. And I forget the artist's name, but the guy who made these statues were made by a guy Andy Warhol described as the most eccentric person I've ever met. So for Andy Warhol to think that, how eccentric could that guy be? These are just 2 greyhounds. If you go in the park, there's another statue made by a guy who went to school with Rodan, the guy who made The Thinker. And if you go kind of close to where I park, you can actually go see The Thinker. There's a lot of free art all over the city. You got the Rittenhouse fountain. There you go. This is here we are. What's going on, cuz? Right there, you got. This is probably a comedian or some type of band. This is a very expensive hotel they do. It's like $800 a night. Over here, this is the church. This is a great church because, you know, I love churches that actually help the community, and this church is always feeding the homeless, and they're always doing really good work in this church, and you know, not a lot of churches do good things, but this one does some really great stuff. It's also the church where back in the 1800s, the organist of this church wrote this song, "O Little Town of Bethlehem." Going down Sansom Street. This is the first time I've gone down this street in years, and there hasn't been some type of construction. I think they were building this property here. This building here, right, some of it was used in the movie The Sixth Sense. I don't remember what part. Might be this section here. It's a pretty cool emergency aid building. Sansom Street, right here. Look at this. Right. Very Sixth Sense feeling right here, right? If you look at the brick at this building, they have crucifixes, or maybe that's just a T, who knows. And they have bricks that jut out. Ceramic tiles, the floor even. It's a very interesting building. The emergency aid building. You go down here on Sansom Street, 20th of Sansom. It's a pretty little fun strip of shops. They got the Shake Shack here. I showed you where I used to work at Boyd's. We would get 30 minutes for lunch. And it was so stressful because you couldn't relax because you had 30 minutes. So that means you had like 10 minutes to go somewhere, 10 minutes to get back, 10 minutes to eat. And I always hate it when places made you take lunch. Like, I would rather just work an extra half hour and skip the meal. I probably wouldn't have. I was so fat when I worked there. I did absolutely nothing. I just drank and ate, and I took very few steps. Yeah, this is one of those drive-through restaurants. Anybody with a car can drive through it. And the majority of these restaurants were taken down. You have to have a special permit. They take up so much parking. Right here is the Roxy Theater. And down here is the Comedy Sports Theater. I gave a lecture there a few months ago. You can check it out. It's called How Did I Get on Netflix? And then right here, this is my old roommate store, long in the tooth, Nick. Oh, what's he doing? He's always got something going on with the windows. Shit, I'm here so early. He doesn't even open till 1. I think his wife does the windows. There's no way he's that creative. Anyway, it's a great record store. Right here is the Helium Comedy Club. Oh, Joe Gatto? Nuh-uh. Joe Gatto's here? Who else is coming? I've seen that. The Flagrant guy. I know him. Okay. This is a very popular comedy club in Philadelphia. They have a contest. It's called Helium Comedy Club. They have a contest. It's called the Philly Funniest Contest. And Shane Gillis won the competition here. Well, the good thing about getting out early, and getting out before 10 a.m. is early for me. I do a scoot like early afternoon. How did we get to the trail? We can't get to the trail from here? Ah, shit. Over there is the Schuylkill River Trail. I thought you could get there from here, but you can't. Oh, look, there's a dog. A few years ago, we had a hurricane. I think it was 2020, and the Schuylkill River flooded. Everything here was covered in water, even the dog park. If you look straight ahead, that is the Comcast Center. It's supposed to look like a flash drive. You see that? It's supposed to look like a USB flash drive. That part up there. I like to think it looks like a middle finger. I don't know why, because I'm creepy. That's why. Or I think I just like to be funny. And I'm not offended by profanity. Ugh. The city that flips you off when you leave. When I worked at Boyd's, I would have to deliver suits to people who lived in this section. So actually, I would get some steps in. Matter of fact, when we had that hurricane that flooded this highway, there were people who were jumping off this highway into the large pile of water, which a lot of it was sewage. How exciting. Oh, I see my car. What should I do? I have hours to kill because I paid for 3 hours of parking. We'll go in somewhere. Oh, they got the barricades up on the Parkway. I wonder if that's for the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Are they setting up for that already? Philadelphia has a Thanksgiving Day Parade. It goes up and down this street here, the Ben Franklin Parkway. The grand finale is at the Art Museum steps. They have like a big dance number. And David Washington's always part of it. Mickey Mouse is always part of it. Because Disney produces our Thanksgiving Day Parade. Philadelphia has the oldest Thanksgiving Day Parade in the United States. Even older than New York City. The original Thanksgiving Day Parade would end on Market Street. I think it would go inside the Gimbel's department store. And I think the story was Santa Claus was a fireman from Philadelphia. And he would, Santa Claus would climb up a ladder into the toy department, which was like the 7th floor. Oh, this is new, the Rodan sign. Museums open Friday to Monday, 10 to 5. Museums are no longer open on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. What's today? Wednesday. It's a horrible day to come here to the museum district. The Philadelphia Museum of Art changed its name to the Philadelphia Art Museum. And the person who made that decision was recently fired. The Philadelphia Art Museum, right? Is that what they call it? These are all Rodans. This is a whole museum dedicated to the sculptor Rodan. You go in here. Got a lovely garden. Got a lot of horns honking. Maybe somebody got married. If you go in the museum, the door is called the Gates of Hell. And it's a funeral. You got people blocking. Yeah, it's kind of. Anyway, so if there's a door, it's called the Gates of Hell. If you go to the top of the door, there's a miniature, a tiny thinker. And for some reason, the thinker is the most popular piece of work, even though it was that tiny part of the door. I don't know why. This museum, if you go in there, they have this thing. They have an admission. They say, I think I want you to pay $10. But they don't know that. I know this. It's really a pay what you wish museum. So if you have a family of 4, you can say, listen, cuz, I'm going to give you $5. It's a tiny museum. Go. Right here is a great art museum called the Barnes Foundation. I'm going to probably do this real soon. I was just thinking, maybe looking at some art would cheer me up. This here is called Book Corner, and this is a bookstore where the library, which is right here, is the main branch of the free library. This is where they get rid of excess books pretty cheap. So they have aisles and aisles and aisles of books. They have everything broken up into categories. They have, I think everything's pretty much in alphabetical order too by the author. So it's really easy to find books you're looking for. They have sections of fiction. Matter of fact, that whole room I was in was pretty much their fiction section. They have books about plays. They have history books. They even have the goofy Japanese animation stuff. And history books, autobiographies, CDs, DVDs. I think a hardcover book will set you back $4. You can get stuff for $2. And it goes to a good cause. Yeah, it's a pretty big store. I'll tell you what, if you ever have a kid who needs a classic book, like a Steinbeck or J.D. Salinger, they got a lot of that stuff here, so that's a good place to look. This is the main branch of the free library. It's a beautiful building. They usually have some type of displays to look at, and they got something going on at the 3rd floor. Let's go check that out. This is one of the more magnificent buildings in the city. It's also fairly warm right now, so that's nice. Ooh, look at this now. I was going to say that could be calendar, but that's not calendar worthy. Check out this old lamp. Where are we going? We're going to the 3rd floor. This hallway is massive. Check out the ceiling. How cool is that? Trying to get up to the 3rd floor.
There you go.
Trying to get up to the 3rd floor. This is the rare book department on the 3rd floor of the free library. If you go all the way back in the very far corner of this building, you will see a really cool item on display. This is one of the most interesting pieces of history that you'll find anywhere. This is a raven that was owned by Charles Dickens, the guy who wrote A Christmas Carol. He spent some time in the city of Philadelphia, and this is his pet raven, Grip. Edgar Allan Poe saw Grip the Raven, and he wrote a little poem called The Raven. That's the raven the raven's written about. They also have these small statues of George Washington and Ben Franklin, and they used to hang in front of a building that used to be on Chestnut Street, directly across from Independence Hall. Yeah, it's nice to see Grip again. I haven't seen him in a few years. And right here, this is the Shakespeare Memorial, dedicated to all the actors who brought plays to the Philadelphia stage. Edwin Forrest. You may know that name if you're from Philadelphia because of the Forrest Theater. You see, before the 1900s, everybody had to go to plays. There weren't movies, so everybody... And speaking of depressing, the library has another exhibit that I didn't show called Or Not to Be, and that's like they talk about death in writing, death in all types of things. And I feel dead inside because the trees are dying. Right here, this is an artist. It's called Stickman, and he embeds art into the street. Used to be a guy who did a thing called Toynbee tiles. There's not many Toynbee tiles left because they're so old. But we have a few artists that put art into our streets. Stickman, House of Hades. There's a few other ones. And then right here is the Barnes Foundation. Fantastic documentary about this museum. I think you can find it on YouTube for free. It's called The Art of the Steal. It pretty much talks about how the city of Philadelphia stole this art collection and put it on the Parkway to get tourists. I heard from a guy who's into art. He said this thing's kind of biased. That movie was kind of biased. But I don't know. He also, I think he worked for the Barnes, so... Larger than life tiger. Albert Barnes Bull. Okay. There you go. And the fountain's off for the year. Yeah, I don't feel like doing this today. Whenever I go to an art museum, I love it. Except the last time I went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, somebody tried to pick my pocket. Cost $30 to go inside the Barnes. I don't feel like doing that today. There's no way. There's the only way out. There's also, you got the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. That's on Broad Street. Got the Philadelphia Museum of Art. That's all the way down the street. Got the Rodan Museum. There's a lot of art to see here. In fact, you got the Calder across the street. They got the new museum, the Calder Garden. So if you're like into that art, you know what you do? I'll tell you what you do. You go. There's plenty of places to smoke a jazz cigarette around here. Just letting you know. You just sit here, you smoke a jazz cigarette, and then you go and you look at the art museum. That's what I do. And then you get pickpocketed, and you lose your... When I went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, somebody came by and sliced my pocket with a razor blade. And they didn't... I don't put my wallet in my back pocket because I'm not a sucker. I put it in my front pocket. I had something else in my back pocket. And I think it was the program to the art show. And they cut my pocket open. And they destroyed my Armani jeans. Never forgive, never forget. Luxury jeans at its finest. And I got them for $12 on Veterans Day a few years ago. 150 days left to go. And then finally we'll break out the flip-flops. Well, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Oh, check out the calendar, phillycaptain.com. The phillycaptain.com is your one-stop need for everything Philly Captain. Cameo, Patreon, the calendar, the merchandise. Get yourself a water bottle, a tote bag, a t-shirt. Oh, there's a cop parked in front of my car. Oh, his dog's taking a piss, so that's good. I thought I was getting towed. I hate paying for parking. It gives me agita. Well, make sure everything gives me agita. Oh, this dog's going to attack me, and then I'm going to die.